like in life, in music, when we're improvising, and we improvise primarily in jazz and also us as an ensemble in two ways. Either within some kind of a set structure, which is what we were doing there, or we improvise just completely freely with no preconceived bounds or anything. But in either way that we improvise, what we're doing is we're putting things out onto the table, into the conversation, ideas, and we're responding to other people's ideas. Mm-hmm. And there's really only three ways to respond to someone's idea, and this works in life as well as music. You can either do something that is, you can either copy someone exactly,
right,
try to do the exact same thing they're doing at the exact same time, try to be them, be in their world. This works often in rhythm sections. In the Count Basie orchestra, the bass player was playing quarter notes, and the guitar player was playing quarter notes too. A bong, dong, 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 and the guitar player is just, they're both playing quarter notes, and so they're like combining themselves into one unit. Now that's not improvised, that's pre-decided, but then you can play something that is the complete opposite of what someone's doing. So
like our short sounds over your folklore,
Yes,
yeah, that's a good example.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Or you can play something that complements what someone else is doing.
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of cool, but to me it feels like I'm just like kind of chasing you. That's fun. It is a cool musical texture, right? How did that sound to you guys? It's like, oh, it's kind of cool. He's following him, and he keeps following him. There, he keeps going.
But it's almost like we just became one unit, and now that's a lot different than if I play something and David responds by copying it.
Right.
That would be like us having a conversation where the first one is almost not like a conversation at all.
Right.
That's just like David is trying to become a part of what I'm doing. And that can be really cool because, it's a saxophone and a guitar. They're two really different instruments, And so to have us try to become one texture is that's a really different sound. A guitaraphone.
Sure.
But that I think is a lot more effective than if I play and David just responds by doing the same thing. This is like me asking him, how the weather is, and him just saying how the weather is.
Right. Why don't you start with that same idea, and this time I'll compliment you.
Yes.
have control and are thinking about all of these like kind of three options, then in any solo you can move between them and have a solo that has an interesting arc where you guys are in the same place, then you kind of rise above a rhythm section that's up here, and then you guys swap. So now the rhythm section's more active. Let's say the saxophone's holding out a note. The rhythm section's active for a second, then you guys are back in the same place, and you split off again, and you come back, right? And then this whole thing kind of was very dynamic, you know?
And that's part of what makes jazz and improvised music really exciting.
Yeah. And then, yeah, if you can improvise it with everybody, then that's the key, you know? The group that thinks in that same way and improvises that way with you, and then you have, like, gold. You know, that's awesome. I think that's what we're striving for.